Hello viewers, we have already learned about how we can use select to in your HTML project. Now today we will learn about how we can fetch the option values from your database. If you want to show your values from database in select option, then how you can do this? Let's start working on it. Here you can see the previous file which I used to show the select option. Open select to site and go to option data sources and then ajax remote data. Copy this code from here and paste in your file. Disable this select initialization for some time. You don't need this because we are going to work on this. Let's comment the options as well. Copy the ID of your select box and paste here. Checks request to get the result from our database. So I have to create a file, and in your stdex folder you can see I have already created an ajax file, ajax.php. Under data section we have to pass the arguments parameters which we want to search. So under the search parameter term, it will send the value which you will write in the search box which is showing in the select box. And we don't need type. Instead of type, you can write any variable name, and I am writing action, and I will give it the name as search user. Search and parameter dot term, it is a necessary argument to send the uh, option value to search user by the name. Whatever value you want to search in your database, you have to pass it through the search parameter. And the action, I have taken this just to make sure my request is correct, and then we have to return query. So first let's check here the request. Checking this, if in a request we are getting the action parameter and the action parameter value is search user, only then it will perform the function which we want. So now I am going to write the query here. I have already created the table. You can see I have created a table with the name test, and it has a table in which we have the uh, columns ID, which is our primary key, and name, email, phone number, modified date, created date. You can have any columns. Now, and I have added some values as well. Now I have to add query here. I am storing the search value in a variable, and I have also used the trim function. If there is any space, then that will get trimmed and we will get the accurate result. And now I have to pass this search text in our query. Now we will print the result here. Let's test our ajax request. Let's try to print the data and check the ajax request. Open the inspector and write something here, and you can see ajax request is sent, but we are not getting that data. Now let's try to check what values we are getting in our request. So print r $_post. Now we will check what data we are getting with our ajax request. Clear the inspector and then write down something ajax. You can see on every key press ajax request is sent to the file. And now here you can see search parameter which have value test, which we have just wrote in the search bar of the select to box. And next is action parameter, which is we have defined search user. Under preview or response, you can see we are getting empty error, so our data is not sending to the ajax file. Let's check our ajax function. Here we have not mentioned the type of the request, what type of request we want to send. So now here we have to mention type, and its value is post, comma, save it, refresh the page. Now again $test, ajax is sent, ajax request is sent. Now under response you can see you have got array which in which we have search equals to test, action equals to search user. Now next step, comment this line. Now we will check our request is sending under the condition or not. Let's try to print this text here, e equals to search text, and write down exit here. Refresh the page. So you can see it's going under the condition. Try searching with some other AT. Now I have got 4 results. Now I have to return the result in an array format. if dollar result num rows first initialize a empty array dollar response. Now under response we have to send the array. Its first value will be the id and the second will be text, and I'm writing name, this name. First, before returning the data, first test what we are getting in the response variable. Write down echo 3 to check the data in proper format. You can see it contains 4 array with having the key id and text and their values. So now we will return the data in the JSON format. Let's comment this and echo JSON code and here. Empty array, since no value is matched in the database, write ad and here you got the 4 results. Now we have to show this return value in the select box option. So go to select to site again. Here it is written transforming response data. Copy the process result function data and paste in your code. Add comma here and paste it. Just simply data. Now you can see the result we have is returned the data in the JSON encoded form. So we have to inform our ajax request that data type is JSON. And now if you write ad you can see 4 results. Check your database, write down ad and you got the 4 results. What else we have in our records? John. Let's search for John. You can get the John. Now I want to add the email also here. So since username can have same name, more than one user can have same name. So to identify them with some unique like ID or email. I want to concatenate that as well. So I will go to the array and just concatenate my email here. That is a pipe symbol. Differentiate it. Simply copy and paste and change it to email. Now you can see email of the client. So if you will post it here, now check if you want to post the value, then how you will save in the database. Let's try printing what it will return if you post it. I'm adding form tag here and input box, sorry, submit button. Button is added here, and now I will simply just print the code. Name of the select box. Save it, refresh, search for John, select this and submit. You can see its value is 1, ID is 1, which we have passed in the ID value, and here John's value is 1. Now let's search for Eric. It will print 3. You got the thing. If you want to post multiple values, select the multiple values, then you have just add multiple attribute in your select field. Save it, refresh it. Now you will be able to select more than values 1. It will not print, it's just printing last value because it has become the array. Now we have to print R instead of echo. Submit it. You can see 3 values are selected: ID 5, ID 6 and ID 7. So in this way you can use the select box, select to, with the dynamic option values from your database. So that's all for the day. Keep watching. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.